Liberty and prosperity. It's New Jersey's state motto. You see it on its flag. And it directly relates to the theme Governor Phil Murphy tried to convey in his newly proposed budget for the upcoming fiscal year.
With no increase in taxes.
Even though the new budget is $6 billion larger than last year's and comes as the state tries to recover from the pandemic, things actually look pretty rosy for taxpayers. The pandemic initially looked like it would cause New Jersey to have a shortfall of up to $30 billion. Instead, thanks to things like a far healthier haul of sales taxes, the shortfall was about $4 billion. Federal stimulus payments to the Garden State are expected to be about $6 billion, leaving a possible surplus of around $2 billion. That allows for some promises.
And I can stand here today and tell NJ Transit's riders that for the fourth year in a row, you will not see a fare hike. Modernizing critical operations and technologies in the Motor Vehicle Commission and in our unemployment systems in the Department of Labor.
Both the Motor Vehicle Commission and unemployment offices had serious backlogs this past year related to the COVID pandemic. And state workers will receive a long overdue increase in funds to their pensions.
We will achieve full funding of our annual obligation for the first time since 1996, a total payment of nearly $6.4 billion. And we will achieve this goal a year earlier than planned.
It's a generous $44 billion overall budget. However,
while the governor proposes, the legislature disposes.
Former Assemblyman John Wisniewski served 11 terms and knows that now the proposed budget gets months of revisions by the legislature. Wisniewski says the biggest change should be a boost in education funding.
Let's take care of our children today, because that year lost for them in education is not something that can be made up next year.
Advocates also say that while the governor's budget sounds good, they want the legislature to ensure it serves all people in New Jersey
who have not gotten any type of direct aid, any direct type of payments like that the rest of the population in New Jersey has had access to, and put together a package that will provide direct funding.
He says that proposals like no fare increase on NJ Transit help that population, but more needs to be done. The fiscal year begins in July. In Jersey City, I'm James Ford, Pix 11 News.